Hello everyone and welcome to part 3 of Mega Man X2. I'm still, oh, actually perfect. Oh no, never mind, no, that's not where I want him to be. We beat Magna Centipede, that gives us the Magnet Mine, so yeah, Crystal Snail would be next. Yeah, that's right. Okay, after this, I'm gonna have to hope he lands in a... I'm starting to run out of stages for him to appear in, so I'm gonna have to hope that he shows up. I like the way the stage looks, with all the crystals, as the name implies. Also, it's another stage where we get a ride armor. Unfortunately, we can't do so much with it. Because there is something we can do with it that involves immediate... First off, you have to immediately abandon it there. So I'm really happy I got it. And of course, the floors, they're not icy, they're crystally, which is the exact same thing. Oh, alright. And this stage also has another annoying mini-boss who is right here. It's this thing, this eye. It's trapped in a crystal. Keeps sending out these little drones to attack you. The crystal doesn't protect him in the slightest. I don't know how that works. I'm assuming that he's just behind the crystal and not actually protected by it. Like, he's behind it from our perspective, but not from X's. So, that's the only explanation I can think of. You know, although hitting him damages the crystal, so I guess he is inside the crystal, but it doesn't matter to us. And look at all the shots that are ricocheting around. It's got to be really fun to just dodge those. Okay. Run. Climb out of the way, or else you'll get crushed by that. Come on, get down here. I'm trying to remember where the heart tank is in this stage. Not the heart tank. There's an armor capsule in this stage. I can never remember exactly where it is. And I like the fact that he's in a really comfortable spot to hit. These things do slow it down temporarily. Not too much, and then you come up here for safety and you get ambushed by a bunch of bats. Okay. And they're not dropping any health. Like, just none. It's like... It's somewhere up here, right? There we go. Okay, I at least managed to trigger that. Because you need to. Nope, I'm at the end of the stage already. So, I'm gonna run back, because clearly I missed it. And I don't feel like doing this whole stage again. Like, I can just do this. Man, I am just whiffing all of my shots right now. Is it down here? Yes, okay. Here it is. I just can't remember this stage that well. And they have to protect it with all of these guys. Okay, but either way, Dr. Light Capsule. Capsule, this time we get the helmet piece. In the age of the internet, this helmet piece is worthless. What it does is if you activate it, it costs weapon energy, but it brings up a reticle, which can tell you where there are secret items. Like, he'll show it off, for example, here. There's something secret here. What could it be? Oh, it's a hidden passageway that leads to this one-up. I'll give it that's a good demonstration of what it can do. But, you know, and of course that's what you're supposed to use to tell where all of the, like, more hidden items are. But first off, we have the internet now, so it does no good, because you can just look up where they all are, have someone show you, without having to spend all the time looking around like that. I think Some Call Me Johnny said it best. It's like using the radar scope all the time in Super Metroid, and that's not fun. I should be able to do this okay, with my level of health. This is a boss that you can't... It's possible to, like, keep in an infinite loop, but it requires very strict timing, and I usually can't do it, so don't expect to be able to see that. Oh, and that shell is hypnotizing. Because first off, he's a snail. Oh, there we go. Okay, hit him first. That knocks him out of the shell. I like the fact that it deals extra damage when he hits the wall. Oh, there we go. That was good. See, the thing is, he'll either dash to the shell or he'll jump over it and, like, turn around. You want him to dash to it because that means he's on the same side as you, and you don't have to, like, time the magnet perfectly to catch him on the, like, one frame that he's on your side before he retreats back into his shell and jumps up. Of course, he can dash when time is slowed down for you so that you can't time it correctly. But either way, this is actually going pretty well. Oh wow, that time he did 2 hops. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough to save him. And that is the end of Crystal Snail. I used to have a cat named Crystal. She was a very good cat. Why is the black behind the energy bar different between the health and the weapon energy? I just noticed that now. Okay, let's hope that Agile appears in Morphmoth stage. Is that Morphmoth stage? No, he's in Wire Sponges stage. Okay, really helpful. Okay, well, I'm heading back to Morphmoth stage because I have Crystal Hunter, which means that I can get an item here. A heart tank. What Crystal Hunter does is it encapsulates enemies in a block of crystal. This guy, for example, you hit him, block crystal. Oh, I messed up. Oh, great, now I'm on this side of him. Of course, his shield can block it. Oh, there we go. You had a 1-up for your troubles. And there's the heart tank. I still only have 1 sub-tank so far. Okay, now where is he going? Can you please appear somewhere useful, Agile? Where's that? Okay, Overdrive Ostrich stage. Where's the doorway in this stage again? No, I remember. Okay, that's fine. We can work with this. I'm actually surprised how many doorways I know where they are, because I don't ever go for them in anything other than Flame Stag stage. I think it's always just been like, I'm like exploring, trying to find something neat. And then I find this, I'm like, oh, what is it? And it's just a door that doesn't lead to anything, because by the time I'm here, I've already beaten all 3 of the X-Hunters. It's through here, I think. Gotta use the spin wheel in order to get to it. Yep, right up there. Perfect. Let's charge up my Buster. And with that, we now have to fight the final X-Hunter, Agile. Your destruction is at hand. He has a sword. It's like a katana. Ow. And he'll do that, of course, because fucking that's easy enough to dodge. If he does that, then you're in great shape. Because that's super easy to dodge. He doesn't have many moves, it's just he's, you know, agile. So it's kind of hard to actually hit him. Come on. Okay, I'll provoke you. Yeah, it's a very exciting fight, I know. He's not even dashing towards me anymore. I don't know if I like... Oh, there it is. Okay. Of course, you can also fire the shots low enough that you have to dash underneath them to get around them. And I admittedly do like when these games remember that, oh yeah, you can use the dash as a evasion. But you will never live to see Zero. Unfortunately, I already have all Zero's parts, and I think the border spoils that Zero comes back in this game. Huh. Who could have ever guessed, considering that the next game is well known for being the first game where you can play as Zero? Who would have guessed that his sacrifice in Mega Man X meant nothing when there is an entire sub-series of the game was called Mega Man Zero? Okay, so this is our introduction to something other than a ride armor. This is a ride chaser. Let's see if I can get... Ooh, look at that slowdown. Ooh. Let's see, there is an item in this stage that requires you to get the ride chaser all the way there. Let's see if I can do it, because I've never, ever been good at it. Yep, and that's always what happens. I have never... You're supposed to be able to get the ride chaser up here. I can't do it. Like, I seriously cannot get it up here. Which means that the item up here is not totally lost. Like, there are other ways to get it, thankfully. It's a heart tank. But the ride chaser is the safe way to get it, as you can see by the fact that it's on a bed of spikes. It's still possible to get it through good old suicide, but I can't do it yet. And this capsule will only provide me the means to be able to get the means to get it. This is the boots in this game, but we already have a dash, so this one instead gives us the next round up, which is an air dash. And admittedly, this is an ability I've gotten used to. Oh yeah, you can just dash right in the air. But it's worth noting that if you do like a dash jump, you can't air dash. And once you air dash once, you can't do it again. So, you know, you are limited. X2 sort of expands upon it. I'll explain that more when I get to that. Now, this part of the stage is weird. How are you supposed to fight this rocket? Like, you're stuck here. You just have to get on top of it here, and then the cutscene takes place. Where X fires his buster way faster than you ever could. Or at least I ever could. And that leads us into Overdrive Ostrich's arena, which is very large and very uneven. You know, that's not bad. It's a bit of a change of pace. So let's get out Crystal Hunter. So of course, for the guy that goes fast, his weakness is the item that would freeze him in place. I'll give him credit. That is a weakness that makes total sense. So good on them. Now, I don't know if this, I don't know if this arena is infinite or if it just goes on and it like loops or if it just goes on for a really long time, but he's going to keep chasing me. I'm going to keep running. I'm not going to run out of space or anything. I keep doing that, which is not hard to dodge, though of course I've failed once. Doesn't matter, I took like no damage from it. So maybe the armor does double my defense and they just don't tell me. And one more shot will do it. Ooh, he almost hit me. But he didn't. And with that, the Ostrich is down, and we have beaten all 3 X-Hunters, so I don't have to deal with X-Hunters anymore. And, also, importantly, I have the boots, which I can now use to get that capsule in Wheelgator stage that I couldn't get before, which will really open things up for me. His weapon is the Sonic Boomerang. Oh, since we got all of Zero's parts. I can try to reactivate Zero to help, but I need more time before you can reinstall his control chip. Try to slow them down. Good luck. Yeah, it's just there to let you know you did it correctly. Okay. I will admit, this strategy of doing it takes a lot less time than just repeating Flame Stag stage. The only problem is you have to hope for RNG to get lucky. And that you know where all the doors are. Because Wire Sponge's stage that I saw someone in, I have no idea where the door in that stage is. Like, I looked on my last playthrough and I just couldn't find it. Thankfully, the upgrade in this stage is not too far in. In fact, it's right here. So here's how you get it. You get up here, fall, air dash, and then climb up. You can also get it using Wire Sponge's weapon, but that's going to be the last one you get, so this is faster. And this gives us the charge shot. Again, it lets us charge up to another level, and it lets us charge our special weapons. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that they think X2's charge shot is the best. There we go, I get a trophy for that. Because it lets you charge twice. So, like, you can fire off 2 charge shots, and that second one deals a lot of damage. I've never liked that dealing 2 charge shots thing. I've never liked that. Just because, you know, I fire off a charge shot, my instinct is to hit a button and start charging again. But that doesn't help me, because that means I just fired off the second shot and now I wasted it. So it's just a matter of muscle memory, but I'm a bigger fan of like X1, where you just got one shot that was really powerful. So now that we got the ability to charge weapons, we want to come back to Bubble Crab stage to get the weapons that are hidden here, the items that are hidden here, because both of them require Bubble Crab's weapon. Because that's really amazing game design. Like, I know Boomer Kuwanger had a weapon where an item. I keep saying weapon. Where you're supposed to bring Boomer Kuwanger's item back, but you didn't have to. Charged up Shotgun Ice could do it. And if you're really skilled, you can do it without any weapon. But no, I have to do it the long and tedious way. There's a hidden room here. I can't really do anything with it for right now. Was there anything up here? Is this maybe? Yeah, this is where one of them is. Okay. So you need to get out Bubble Splash and start charging. What charged up Bubble Splash does is nothing there. Come on. Okay, it surrounds you in a shield of bubbles, which increases your ability to jump. Oop, almost. Almost had that one. It drains your weapon energy, but you have a decent number of shots to do it. There we go. Perfect. And then right up here, Heart Tank. Now I'm going to get rid of it before it drains all my energy, because I'm going to need it again. Yeah, later in the stage, you just have to do the exact same thing again to get another weapon. And thankfully, I waited long enough that that fish should be out of my way. Yeah. Alright, somewhere around here. I never remember exactly where it is. That's really a problem. I just have to keep jumping until I find it. It's somewhere around up there, maybe? Get away from me. Okay. Let's hope I can... Why does it do that? You have to, like, charge it up to the second level before you can actually activate the shield, and I don't get that either. I think that's... Okay, yep, there it is. Now, the other thing to note is that you can jump on the surface of the water. The game never tells you that, and you really do just have to figure it out, and you gotta time it right. There it is. Well, that gets me a second sub-tank, finally. I'm trying to remember where all the sub-tanks are. I'm having a really difficult time remembering that. I got time for Wire Sponge, or should I just keep doing cleanup? I can't get that yet. Oh, I can get out of the stuff in Magna Centipede stage, assuming I'm really careful. Now that I have charged up Speed Burner. I have an air dash and Speed Burner, I can do it. So here's our second visit to this stage. We may have more, assuming whether or not I can get the stealth correct. I'll try and take it a little slower this time. Careful. Okay, there's like a specific path you're supposed to take. Now you climb up here. Dash over to this. Air dash, there we go, okay? So now that that's still there, now we need to get out Speed Burner. Charge it up, because a charged up Speed Burner is an air dash. And it gets you farther than the normal air dash, so you need to get that in order to get that heart tank. But again, that's not it. There's another item in this game, in this stage, where you have to do the exact same thing. It's just like Bubble Crab. You have to do the exact same thing twice in a row to get all the items in a stage. I commend this game's variety. Now, of course, the problem is that second one is in the second... no, it's not in the second stealth section. It's right up there. So this one you don't have to be stealthy for. It's just... This time you have to couple an air dash with the Speed Burner. And you have to time it very carefully. There it is, just like that. And that gets us our third sub-tank. Leave the stage. Where is the fourth sub-tank? Is that in Wire Sponge's stage? I don't think so. Let me keep looking through. Flame Stag? No. Oh, I've got that, so I can head back to Overdrive Ostrich now. And get the other item here. I don't remember where the last sub-tank is. It'll come to me. I won't beat the game until I get it. All the early X games, I do care about doing 100%. Once you get to 5, I stop caring. Like, who cares anymore? Okay, yep, I'll get on this. Now this time, I'm specifically not going to shoot down this bridge, because I want to show something off. Since we have a mostly empty sub-tank and a totally empty sub-tank, if you come up here with the spin wheel, you will find, first off, again, I hate that you have to do it twice, an empty room. Well, here's the thing. That's weird. Why isn't Silk Shot working? Even if you charge it up. Ah, there's a couple rooms in this game where you charge up Silk Shot, And it just gives you an infinite supply of health. Oh no, don't leave the stage yet. I still haven't done what I actually do here. That is by far the best way to grind up sub-tanks in any Mega Man X game. Like, that is amazing, and I love that that's a feature. Unfortunately, this now means that I have to go up here without the Ride Chaser, but who cares? Oh, they give me a second one. Let's see if I can do it this time. I doubt it, but we'll see. At that time, I didn't even make it as high as I did last time. It has something to do with, like, hitting jump at the apex of the ramp and dashing. Again, I don't know how you do it. So I'm going to show you the cheater's way to get this. You come up here. Charge up Speed Burner. Air dash. There it is. I don't know if it's possible to pause the game and leave before you hit the floor, but for the most part, you are just going to have to use a life. Like, who cares? And that gets us that. And I think that's what I'm going to call for part 3. Part 4 this time is probably not going to be the finale, but show up anyway.